We're not like go out and party in a world where YouTube is often a highlight reel of perfect moments and curated lifestyles. One influencer stands out for her raw authenticity and genuine storytelling. Jojo Snow, a former city dweller who's embraced farm life through her videos. She shares not just the picturesque and idyllic scenes from a new life, but also the truth behind the dark moments of her past. One Jojo's journey from urban hustle to rural tranquility is both inspiring and eye-opening, reminding everyone of the beauty and embracing all facets of life. Join us as we tell you what you didn't know about Jojo Snow. This is the one that has given us a couple of issues, but it looks like we're going to switch to electric soon. Jordan, aka Jojo Snow, a vibrant young woman of 32 years, has become known for her captivating documentation of farm life on YouTube. However, her journey to this pastoral existence is as compelling as the content she creates. Before becoming a full-time influencer, Jojo explored a variety of careers, working as a bartender, nurse, and in other part-time roles, each of which added to her resilient and multifaceted character. Her life took a pivotal turn when she met Kale, a dedicated professional who had worked for Ford Motor Company in Detroit, Michigan as a troubleshooter for mechanics. After gaining experience there, Kale moved to Puritan, Texas to work in oilfield automation, a career that would take him to various locations, including Fort Collins, Colorado, and later to Granbury, Texas. It was in Granbury that Kale met Jordan. Flowery Jordan and Kale's love story began like a scene from a romance novel. The connection was instant, and it wasn't long before they realized they had found something truly special. Their shared values, love for the land, and dreams of a life rooted in simplicity and togetherness drew them closer each day. As their love blossomed, the couple decided to take the next big step. On August 18, 2018, they were married in a ceremony that perfectly captured their journey. Simple yet deeply meaningful, surrounded by those they loved. Their wedding day was the culmination of a beautiful chapter and the beginning of a new one filled with hope and excitement for the future. After their wedding, life took them on a whirlwind adventure, moving frequently. Due to Kale's demanding job in the oil fields, they spent some time south of Oklahoma City, but the constant travel made them long for a place they could call home. Eventually, the couple decided it was time to settle down and live the life they'd always dreamed of. They moved to Manta, Kansas, where Kale began working with Steve and his dad at custom applicators in Kansas. They embraced their dream life. They spent countless hours in their garden cultivating fresh vegetables that inspired Jojo to create homemade salsa, which they sold at local farmers markets. Kale, with his hands-on skills from his FFA days, crafted beautiful wooden and metal pieces for Jojo, some of which they proudly displayed at craft shows. Kale also spent time in his workshop fixing small equipment like lawnmowers, motorcycles, four-wheelers, and Odyssey. He loved not only the tinkering, but also the thrill of trading and bartering. Their home was filled with love and life, with 2 dogs and 25 cats keeping them company. Everything was going wonderfully, and the couple was looking forward to spending their lives together. On the 1st of June, 2021, Jojo Snow's world was shattered by the sudden an unexpected death of her husband, Kale Nicodemus. Though she's never shared the specific details of Kale's passing, Jojo has always emphasized how unforeseen and shocking the event was. Kale's death came at a time when they were joyously planning their future together. Jojo had discovered that she was pregnant just the night before Kale's untimely death, a piece of news that was supposed to mark the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. The grief and confusion following Kale's death were overwhelming for Jojo. She's not disclosed what happened to the baby she was carrying, and she is currently not a mother. The weight of losing both her husband and the future they had envisioned left her in a state of profound shock. Jojo has candidly shared that she was unable to plan Kale's funeral as the mere thought of it was too much to bear. She wasn't ready to confront the finality of his death, and her mind was consumed with anger and disbelief. The idea of saying goodbye felt impossible, as if acknowledging his death would somehow make it real. In the months that followed, Jojo's grief took many forms. She described feeling as though her entire life had been upended and rendered meaningless. Her mind went completely numb, and the anger she felt about losing Kale was all-consuming. Jojo has expressed how unfair it all seemed, as if fate had dealt her an unimaginably cruel hand. Despite the love and support from those around her, she often felt isolated in her sorrow, struggling to understand why this had happened to her and Kale. Through her vulnerability and honesty, Jojo has allowed her followers to witness the raw and painful reality of a grief. As time passed, Jojo's solitude grew increasingly unbearable. In a bid to combat her loneliness, she ventured online, hoping to find companionship. It was during this time that she began communicating with a man named Zach. Initially, Jojo was riddled with fear and suspicion, worried that she might be the victim of a catfishing scam. On the other And Zach was equally cautious, fearing it was a prank orchestrated by his friends. Despite these mutual apprehensions, their conversations flowed effortlessly, leading them to continue messaging each other. While avoiding an in-person meeting on her 30th birthday, Jojo shared her online interactions with a close friend, revealing her growing attachment to Zach. To her surprise, her friend recognized Zach as a colleague she'd met a few times. This revelation provided Jojo with the confidence and reassurance she needed to meet Zach in person. Their first meeting was a pivotal moment, deepening their connection and solidifying their feelings for each other. Zach's life was vastly different from the urban environment Jojo was accustomed to. He lived a quiet, farm-based life. Embracing this unexpected twist of fate, Jojo made the courageous decision to leave her city life behind and move to Kansas to be with Zach. Initially, she was overwhelmed with anxiety, knowing little about farm life and its demands. However, as she immersed herself in this new way of living, she discovered a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. The more she learned about the intricacies of farm life, the more she fell in love with it. When Jojo first met Zach, she was transparent about her emotional struggles, warning him of the potential challenges. However, Zach's unwavering support and understanding led her to move in with him, knowing he genuinely cared. Zach's commitment was evident during her emotional breakdowns, as he was always there to comfort her despite her transparency. Some trolls have criticized her, saying she shouldn't date if she still talks about her late husband. Jojo has responded by explaining that discussing her grief is essential to her healing. She believes that expressing her emotions is healthier than suppressing them, and hopes that by sharing her experiences she encourages others to speak out and not feel alone in their sorrow. To combat a grief, one technique that Jojo Snow practices is cold plunging. Cold plunging, the practice of immersing oneself in cold water, is known for its numerous health benefits, and Jojo finds it particularly effective for managing her stress response. She shared that this practice helps her body and mind withstand stressful situations more effectively, making her tougher and more resilient in the face of adversity. In addition to the benefits for stress management, cold plunging has also provided Jojo with relief for her thyroid issues. The cold exposure stimulates her metabolism and helps regulate her thyroid function, contributing to her overall well-being. Despite the severe grief she has endured, Jojo has chosen to navigate her healing journey independently. She's never sought professional help for her emotional struggles, opting instead to try various self-help techniques such as cold plunging to manage her stress and grief. Jojo has always emphasized that this approach is not suitable for everyone, and the professional help can be crucial for many individuals facing similar challenges. While she continues to rely on her own methods for now, Jojo remains open to the possibility of seeking professional support in the future. She speaks candidly about her experiences and encourages her followers to consider all available options for their own mental health and well-being. After experiencing deep grief herself, Jojo Snow has created a safe space for others navigating similar pain, especially those dealing with the loss of a loved one. Through her platform, she offers support, understanding, and a sense of community to those in need. In addition to this, she runs a series of online shops where she sells handmade items, farm products, and other goods that reflect her love for crafting and farming. Balancing these ventures with her life on the farm, Jojo is building a life that honors her past while creating a hopeful future. Her efforts not only help others heal, but also serve as a testament to her dedication to living fully even amidst the challenges of grief. Video